So today we screened our projects. Mine, like the one I made for Trent, wasn't shown because we did it in our classes, and we did it the way like because Ethan made mine, I would present that, if that makes sense. I thought Ethan did a good job. It was what I was hoping, but wasn't at the same time. Like, I know he filmed it quite late. Like, I think he did it on Saturday. So he didn't really have that much time to film and edit it. But it would, like, the shot of the woman laying on the bed and holding the tea, and like the close up of her eyes and her looking down and then looking up into the camera, like he got the close ups of not the objects I was looking for, but he understood what I was looking for, if that makes sense. Like, he did a kettle and a hob, and then at the end he did PG tips, like the box, and then the kettle spinning, not a kettle, a teapot spinning around on it, which I thought was really cool. Some of the shots weren't that great, but then I feel like I can't really say anything because mine wasn't that great either. But like the kettle, sorry, that was really dark. Like, you couldn't really see that at all. And I feel like there was very mismatched, the shots. Like, some of them was dark, some of them was light. But then I didn't really say if I wanted them dark or light. But then I feel like it's quite obvious. I don't know. Also, the one of the teapot spinning around on the box, it was like in front of like a bed, not on the floor, and there was like, you could just see the bed sheet, and it just wasn't that, like Lindsay said, it just wasn't that professional. But then again, neither was mine. Also, because I didn't give him like no audio, when I watched it back yesterday, Lindsay actually said, like, why don't we do a voiceover, like, of what makes you something in the morning, and then say like all these words, like kind of sexualizing these words, and I can't think of the right sentence, like, to make tea more sexy, like to give it the like even more sex appeal than just like the perfume and the vibe. So it was quite stressful because it was I think it was like 2 o'clock when we was doing this. So we wrote a script. I say a script, I wouldn't really call it a script. We literally just wrote what makes you thirsty in the morning, and then we come up with the words tingle, hot and steamy. Ethan wanted me to find someone to get the voiceover. I didn't know who to ask, so I asked Rachel, who didn't want to do it. But then Ethan kept saying about getting Connor to do it, so we just went with Connor in the end because we just didn't really have that much time. Personally, if we did have more time, I would have liked to find someone with a more sexy, soft voice to say the words. But yeah, all in all, I do think Ethan did, like, I don't think he did a bad job of it. Like, he got what I was saying, he understood what I was saying. The filming just wasn't that great because he just filmed it quite late, which, like, I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, I don't know how Trent found mine because obviously we're not in the same class, but I'm so glad that I wasn't, like, I didn't watch it back because it was so bad. But yeah, I've learned from my mistakes, I guess, and I will, I was going to say I will use it in like the next, like in the FMP. Obviously I won't use my mistakes, you know what I'm saying. Have I enjoyed this advertising thing unit? No, I have not. Do I want to do an advert ever again? No, I do not. But I kind of do at the same time, actually. Like, I'd love to do one from my point of view, like, because we was a researcher and a producer, I'd love to do like both, just to see how it comes out. Maybe I'll do one like in my spare time or something, because I feel like it would look quite cool. But then I don't know. Like, where it's just pissed me off so much, this unit, I feel like I don't ever want to do it again. But then there's part of me that's like, yeah, I do want to do it again, like, just so I can pick my own product and my own idea, because I didn't like having to be told the idea I was doing and the product I was doing, because you can't control what that other person does. And in this sense, like, Trent didn't really give me a lot. He explained his idea and he gave me stuff, but not as much as I'd liked. I had 2 little pictures of a storyboard and that was that. Yeah, I probably should have asked him, but then again, he should have made sure that I had that scene as it was his advert. So I guess we're kind of both to blame for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the FMP now. I just don't really know what to do for my project, because I was going to do animation because I hated animation, and mine, like, it wasn't that complicated. Like, I kind of stuck to the basics. I did it 2D. I'd like to do something 3D, maybe do like rotoscoping or something like that. I'd like to know how to do that, so I might do something like that, and we've got more than enough time to do it. But then I was thinking like a documentary, because when I went to see my nan the other day and she was telling me about the war, and I just found it really, really interesting, and I thought like maybe I could do like a documentary about the war and her experience on that, because I find it really interesting. I know a lot of people who find it interesting. But then I was like, I wanted to do a music video, because where I started late, I didn't really do one. I did one in 3 days and it was dreadful. But then, like, my camera skills aren't the greatest, so I don't know. I'm just gonna. I feel like I might start watching like music videos and maybe adverts and like all the different things you could do it on, just to kind of get an idea, I guess.